Speaking about the world and other theories by logic, saying that we understand as a people who has recorded history what happened to the dinosaurs. I wrote to the White House that all plantation was lost, or the axis had turned completely, and as the sun revolves around the earth and is closer to one side than it is the other, just as the moon, you see the sun come and the moon is right behind it, still even in the day. So you know that it circles both the sun and the moon, and on one side of the sun and the moon, or one side of the earth and the moon, the sun comes closer than the other side. So both has a light, and they both have a time, and a time divided by time, as I explained in some of my literature, the time times time and divided time, the matrix. And understanding the world governing systems, they get lost in news media, which is the biggest devil, although criticism is a welcoming comfort to those who are strong-willed, and not able to get trapped behind money and glory and fame and fortune that causes us to forget the reality of life, which is earth and nature and the animals that live in it and the people. Money and riches are the furthest thing from all of those things. Saying that one day the axis will turn in theory or logic, according to the things that already have taken place in the face of the earth where all the people live, possibly the sun will touch it closer than it normally does and cause all the dinosaurs and the animals to burn like it already has done, or that it already is recorded. I'm not saying that it's happening or it is going to happen. I'm just saying that it is recorded, that it has happened, or something to that nature has happened. And what are we doing about it with, with this God Almighty saying, prepare yourself, for the time will come and none will know it. And this is the theory that which I'm speaking. All right, the axis and the sun. Does anybody really know what's going on the other side of the earth, where the icebergs are? Have we conquered that part of the globe, or have we flown our airplanes or taken our ships over there, or what's going on over there? And how close does the sun get? And will the axis turn? Does the axis turn? And how does that happen? Or is it clear and notable that it rests in one person, one sole being that is worthy with the sanctuaries for a fashion, corrupt, and like Poseidon, he destroyed nearly a good part of the world in his time with the Sheba that he was with, the Aphrodite, known as Orion. We can't give it any other name other than Sheba of Orion, which is Hades, in a woman or a man in the form of a woman. Insecure nature. But isn't that the object of sacrifice is to make somebody weak, but insecure and full of hatred and anger, and the world corrupt in the sanctuaries that which we are all attached to, if we are all Jesus Christ as it states, which nobody could really even say that that is true, because Jesus Christ is a sacrifice that was given between Levi and Judah, and is Levi and Judah, through, I think, Matthew became Levi after being sacrificed with Jesus Christ in the book of Jonah in those wars. So, I don't know. That's something I've been living out my entire life with astrology and this great book of life, coming to an understanding of all my problems in life, and everybody else's in my family that has to deal with it when I go through it, with the law that practices divinations of such things. But what are we doing about this theory of the world turning and the sun touching the face of where everybody lives, burning like the dinosaurs? Does meteors strike the other side of the world? That's a good question. How do we know? I'm not a scientist, and I don't have all the technologies to research all those things, but I'm sure if I speak it, and I'm in a unity with all people, through this sacrifice, favored union, then somebody else has already covered the theory, or perhaps not. It isn't a good idea to lie about it, though. Anyways, that's my theory on the world.